Hi guys, Duke DeLate again for another episode of Pickup Daily. I'm answering a question from Set It today that says, are men by nature monogamous? I'm going to talk about that, maybe some evo psych stuff, maybe some not, maybe some sociocultural bullshit, today on this episode of Pickup Daily. Are men by nature monogamous? Okay, look, this is going to be a personal opinion episode of Pickup Daily, not necessarily rooted in classical pickup concepts or anything science-based, but I think no, in some ways, and I think yes in others. I think that people in general are not monogamous. I think that monogamy is something that it works when people can commit to going kind of against their biological nature early on in life. I think that in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, you're not geared to be monogamous. But that I think here's how I look at it. I think that in early life, when you're working on dating and setting yourself up as kind of in your college years and like in your 20s-ish, you are supposed to go out and test a bunch of things and see where they go with you. Kind of like college, like the first 2 years is like just a smattering of a bunch of different classes so that you can kind of see where you fit in. And one of my old mentors, Cal Newport, he actually said, don't choose a major until you've taken a bunch of classes that you know a good breadth of what's going on in academia. And then as you go into your master's degree and stuff, everything's just focused on that one thing that you've chosen. I think very similarly, as you get older and as you want to kind of raise a family, or if you want to get old with somebody and sponge bath your partner, alone or whatever. It's a lot of work to juggle multiple partners. And I think as you get older, monogamy makes a whole lot of sense. But as you are younger, I don't think we were geared biologically to force monogamy right when we were, in our early 20s and stuff. I think we were supposed to go out and take a bunch of classes or go out and date a bunch of people and understand what we like, what we dislike, how we communicate. You learn from each relationship on how to communicate better and how to get your needs met and how to get your boundaries set up and how to get hurt graciously and how to take yourself and be selfless and talk to another person's needs and to compromise and build something together. I think that the relationship between two people is its own entity that they kind of, one of them feeds into, and it creates something that can protect them both. And that's actually coming out in one of my new books, so you can see all the little diagrams and shit. But in reality, I think that especially the teenage years, the early 20s, they're definitely test years. They're years that you go in and you test how you communicate and you build up all of your skill sets. And when you reach a certain level of proficiency or mastery, then you can employ that on the one that really, really matters. And that's what I think about pickup. I think when you jump into pickup, you should go out all the time and get as many interactions and things that you run into, and even with people that aren't necessarily compatible with you, so you can sort of explore those avenues and see what's going on, and do it safe and do it relatively with a lot of self-care, and don't hurt a lot of people on the way through. But when you're done, you will have a very clear understanding of what your limits are, what your boundaries are, how to communicate your needs, how to get your needs met, how to get your sexual stuff handled. Everything you're going to be able to sort of, hey, this is me and this is my package, and here's the rules that kind of surround it, and here's things I'm pliable on, here's things I won't give a fuck about. So what's yours? And then you can sort of build a relationship that has all of this information there. I think that's really, really important when entering into a lifelong or a long-term monogamous relationship. And so, while I don't think that we are biologically by nature monogamous, there's a bunch of arguments on that. I think that because of our social upbringing and our intelligence, we can make monogamy a very good choice and make it work between two people with commitment and trust and all of that stuff. On the other hand, I don't think there's anything wrong with being non-monogamous. I'm polyamorous at the moment. I maintain multiple relationships with multiple people, and sometimes I don't maintain them very well, and sometimes I do. But it gives me a lot more input to figure out who I am and to figure out how to communicate with different types of people by going over and over and over again. I can pack more people into my learning stage here. I got started kind of late, so I'm trying to kind of make up for that. But yeah, I don't think we're by nature monogamous, but I don't think that's an excuse. I think that men and women both definitely need to find a partner or partners that can help them synergistically give back to the world, or give back to their children, or give back, like we have a larger purpose than ourselves most of the time. And if we can tap into that and realize that, and there are other people that can be on our team to help us do that, and then we can help them realize their purpose, it's a lot better for the world and for each other as a whole. I fully believe in relationships, and I think that monogamous relationships are excellent if they can be properly architected. So that's my opinion on whether people are naturally monogamous. I answer questions from Sedit or from my students every damn day here on Pickup Daily. So hang out with me tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Stay awesome.
Hold me close till I get up.